haven't been living under a rock for the past decade, you might have heard of a word that has been thrown around frequently when talking about school, ideas, and the future: artificial intelligence, or AI. People tend to have some pretty different ideas about AI. Some use it in their everyday lives. They use it as a helpful tool to help them complete tasks and free up their schedules. Others view AI as a threat to their jobs, to their creativity, and to their future. A place where AI is most heavily debated? The classroom. Ever since the release of ChatGPT, the debate around AI's use in the classroom has spread like wildfire. Teachers struggle to keep up with the evolving landscape. Students, on the other hand, readily use AI tools without understanding its potential to harm their learning. The current discourse around AI's use in the classroom is chaotic. With so many opinions and new discoveries, it's hard to see clearly through the murky waters. Today, in order to clear the air around AI's use in the classroom, we will first establish what experts mean when they say AI. Second, we will explore the pros and cons of AI's use in the classroom. And finally, we will learn how we can embrace AI as a friend rather than a foe to our education. So, what does AI even mean? AI is a branch of computer science that tries to mimic human knowledge. Think of IBM Deep Blue playing chess against Russian chess master Garry Kasparov. Currently, there are 3 different types of AI: narrow, general, and super AI. However, only narrow AI has been implemented in the real world. The other 2 only remain as theories. AI systems are powered by algorithms. They use techniques such as deep learning, machine learning, and reinforcement learning. They might take data and analyze that data in order to predict future behaviors. For example, your favorite video platforms like TikTok or YouTube use AI algorithms to analyze your watch history and suggest similar videos. So, for instance, if you watch a lot of videos of, say, dancing cats, then the AI algorithm will suggest other dancing felines for your enjoyment. AI has existed since the late 1950s, but it's only really implemented itself into society in recent years. During the mid-90s and late 2000s, AI entered our daily lives. Roombas mapped our living rooms while they cleaned. People talked to Siri on their iPhones. In recent years, AI has entered mainstream discourse through the introduction of generative AI tools like ChatGPT. Gen AI is a type of AI that uses existing data to create new content, such as writing an essay for The Great Gatsby. This example brings us back to the classroom and back to our initial question: should schools ban the use of AI tools? There are pros and cons on both sides of the debate. In a poll by Pew Research Center, 1 in 4 teachers believe that the use of AI in classrooms would cause more harm than benefit. They argued that the use of AI disrupts the learning process. Instead of wrestling with a problem or analyzing a passage, students will use an AI assistant instead. There is also legitimate concern for cheating. Travis Huckle, associate professor at McCoon University, says that the use of AI has industrialized and automated plagiarism. Additionally, there's concern that AI-generated content may be biased, inaccurate, and sometimes entirely false, something known as a hallucination. An AI hallucination occurs when an AI system gives a response that sounds right but has no basis in reality. In 2021, researchers at the University of California, Berkeley found that an AI system trained on a dataset of images labeled pandas began seeing pandas everywhere. Even when there were none, the system saw pandas in images of bicycles and giraffes. However, other experts argue that AI technologies will become commonplace in the modern workforce. By not teaching US students how to properly use these tools, we are putting them at a grave disadvantage. According to Dean Alderucci, director of the Center for Artificial Intelligence at Carnegie Mellon University, integrating AI into education is not only a good idea, but a necessary one. He explains that US students must learn how to use AI tools in order to keep up with students from other countries, like China, India, and the KSA. In China, some students use attention monitoring headbands to tailor their learning. Both India and the KSA have implemented policies to teach students AI digital literacy and computational thinking. Educating U.S. students on how to use AI technologies empowers them for their future. After all, Professor Alderucci adds, if not in school, where else will students learn how to use AI? So, what are some ways that we can embrace artificial intelligence into the classroom? A recent article published by Harvard University offers some simple suggestions. First, teachers should use AI alongside their students. They might use AI-generated answers as a springboard for deeper discussions. Students might even debate whether or not they agree with the AI's response. Schools should actively teach students to recognize limitations and biases within AI answers. For example, New York students in the Bronx are learning critical computing, which is the idea that AI algorithms, like all other technologies, can be faulty. The students are encouraged to challenge the integrity of new technologies and to think critically about the quality of AI-generated work. Second, educators should teach students to use AI as an educational tool. And like calculators, spell check, or our laptops, there's a proper and safe way for using these tools. When used effectively, AI has the power to dramatically enhance and improve student learning. For example, students can use generative AI technologies to test their knowledge. According to a study from the University of California, students retain knowledge better when they're tested on it, rather than merely reading a textbook. AI tools can also be asked to highlight grammatical errors within a paper. When used properly, AI tools can benefit students and allow them to focus on what really matters, learning. Finally, school administrators should engage in open discussions about the ethical use of AI, especially with regards to plagiarism and cheating. Guidelines should be implemented on proper AI usage so that students have a clear roadmap on appropriate activities. This is no different than school policies that govern the use of laptops and cell phones. Take, for example, the New York Public Schools, which initially banned the use of ChatGPT. But in May 2023, they repealed this ban and instead instituted an AI policy lab, which governs the safe and smart use of AI in the classroom. It's natural to worry about change. The unknown often feels like a threat. But as MIT professor Anat Agarwal explains, history has taught us an undeniable lesson, that building walls to protect ourselves only delays the inevitable. Those walls will be climbed, and they will fall. The time to act is now. In order to prepare our students for their future, it is imperative that U.S. schools implement AI into the classroom. After all, Professor Alderucci adds, AI will not take your job. Your job will be taken by someone who knows how to use AI better than you. The walls are coming down. It's time we prepare our students for their future. Thank you.